Hi, welcome to Math Beast Tutoring, now on YouTube. Today we're going to talk about the right triangle. Now, most of you know a right triangle has one angle that's 90 degrees, which is a perfect corner. And then two legs, and this line is called the hypotenuse. That's pretty important to remember. Today we're going to work on how can we find the side lengths of the triangle. So most triangles are labeled A, B, C. A, B, C. For our purpose today, C is going to always be the right angle because that makes our little c, which is the letter we use for the side lengths, to be always the hypotenuse. This is important for right triangles because when we start to apply formulas, we always want C to be here. So in our triangle, A, the capital letter is for the angle, and the lowercase letter is for the side that's exactly opposite the angle. Same thing with B. Angle B is over here, that means side B is over here. A and B are interchangeable. It doesn't matter where you put those. Most important that C is this one. You're going to hear that a lot of times. C is the hypotenuse. Now let's find all three sides of our right triangle using a Pythagorean theorem. Now, most important, Pythagorean theorem only works for right triangles where sides A and B or C are present. C always being the hypotenuse. Now, standard version of Pythagorean theorem is, whoa, that's a weird A, is A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Now, whatever letters you are using for this theorem, the most important is the sum of the squares of the sides is equal to the square of the hypotenuse. Now, let's apply this. I have some letters here, some numbers for our A and our B. As you can see, my A is 5 and my B is 12. So, let's apply that. 5 squared plus 12 squared equals C squared. I know 5 squared, that's 25. I know 12 squared, that's 144, is equal to C squared. Now, at a level where we're applying a Pythagorean theorem, we use our assistant. Assistant. Tell me, assistant, what is 25 plus 144? 169. So, 169 equals C squared. Now, if you happen to know the square root of 169, great. Let's ask the calculator. Second square root of the answer is 13. So, C is 13. And I have completed the solution for finding all sides of the triangle. Now let's talk about when our Pythagorean theorem is not going to work exactly the way we expect it to. We know what C is, but this time it's B that we need to find. Now we have to be super careful knowing that this, our C, always has to be the hypotenuse. So if our Pythagorean is A squared plus B squared is C squared, we'll have to do a little bit of algebra to find out what B squared is. First, let's plug in values. Now I know 8 squared. Now I'm going to ask my assistant what 17 squared is. Assistant, tell me 17 squared, 289. Now I can do some algebra to figure out what b is. I want to get b all by itself. So I'll subtract 64. And I know that b squared equals, tell me assistant, what is 289 minus 64? And I see that it is 225. You might know the square root of 225. Let's ask our assistant just because. So we'll second square root of second answer and enter. 15. So we find that our side is 15.